Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Age of Empires 4. The last time I've ever played any Age of Empires was Age of Mythology, back God knows when. I think it's probably at least 10 years ago. So anyway, I started this game a few days ago. Since it was a long time ago, I just played the tutorial a bit because I didn't want to look too dumb at the beginning, and a friend of mine was here, so we also played the first mission. But since this is the first episode, I'm gonna replay the first one as well, and so we can do it together. I love the, what do you call it?
Some events leave a
These
deep
episodes
mark on
in
history,
between.
but none on the land.
The voice acting is great.
This is the site of the Battle of Hastings.
The quality is
After
awesome.
almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown, so he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. 250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself.
Don't they say England herself? Yep, Battle of Hastings. Spearmen are the perfect counter for horsemen. Okay.
On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Donec muevos a bits.
Auditez.
Qu'il soit
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall.
Obéir, Seigneur.
Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move. With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders. But William had an answer. His sharp-eyed archers. More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse. With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his.
Oh, I just realized that I was on mute.
More Norman cavalrymen took to the field.
Where's King? There it is, that's King Harold. Kill him. How's it going? It's like King Harold. The king is dead. Long
The
live-
Anglo-Saxon
Wait.
King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic.
Yeah, so often we're running, so often we're fighting. Nice narrative. Pretty accurate.
Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning.
Yep, sounds about right. The king is dead. So yeah, that was the episode that I had already played, but you know.
At the Battle of
white
Hastings,
border.
the death of one man changed the course of history.
If you say so.
The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations. Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They
Holy.
reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge.
We're called Anglo-Saxon.
But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control. The north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new
place to
kingdom
build a
was
castle.
under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control.
Be me Honda alone!
William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the
What language
Norman
is that?
forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter?
New York, 1069. Alright, you know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna do something. Yeah, that's gonna stay that. I have disconnected that. So, I think it's kind of makes sense to make each one episode. I know that they're gonna be short, but I think it's gonna be easier to follow just in case. So, I'm actually gonna finish this episode here, and technically I'll be playing right away, but I'll break the video into different episodes, one for each mission in the campaign. So that would be, I think, easier to follow and easier to upload as well. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the first video. It sounds fun. I haven't played any game like this for quite a while. The last strategic game I played was Anno 1800, which is kind of different from this one in quite a few different ways. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the first video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. It would be so much appreciated, and I'll be back with the next episode as soon as I can. Anyway, take care, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.